Welcome to NBC News. This is latest news for you. A strong majority of millennials, 71%, say the Republican and Democratic parties do such a poor job of representing the American people that a third major party is needed, according to the results of a new NBC News Gen Forward poll. 63% of millennials disapprove of the way President Donald Trump is handling his job as president. But millennials also hold a variety of political institutions in poor regard, and 65% think the country is on the wrong track overall. 6 in 10 disapprove of the way Congress is handling its job, while 59% have an unfavorable view of the Republican Party and 42% have an unfavorable view of the Democratic Party. On the whole, millennials overwhelmingly do not think either party cares about people like them. These views may help explain why a large majority of young adults, across racial subgroups, genders and partisan affiliations, say a third major party is needed. The survey was conducted October 26 to November 10 among a nationally representative sample of 1,876 adults aged 18 to 34. White millennials, at 75%, are most likely to express a desire for a third party, with strong majorities of African Americans, 69%, Asian Americans, 69%, and Latinos, 64%, agreeing. Three-quarters of men, 74%, said that a third major party is needed, and only 23% said the Republican and Democratic parties do an adequate job representing the American people. Women were more likely to say that the parties do an adequate job, 29%, but a sizable majority, 69%, still said a third party is needed. 8 in 10 white men said that a third party is needed, more than Asian American men, 71%, Latino men, 67%, and African American men, 65%. But slightly more African American women said a third party is needed, 73%, than white women, 70%, Asian American women, 67%, and Latino women, 61%. Millennials who do not lean toward either party, and millennials who identify as Democrats or Democratic leaners were more likely to say a third party is needed, 74% and 75%, respectively, than millennials who identify as Republicans or Republican leaners, 67%. 3 in 10 Republicans said the parties do an adequate job, compared to a quarter of Democrats, and only 22% of women are more likely than Republican men to say that the two major parties do an adequate job representing the people, 45% to 22%, respectively. Independent women are also more likely than independent men, 24% to 17%, to say that the two major parties do an adequate job. The NBC News Gen Forward at the University of Chicago survey was conducted October 26 to November 10, 2017, among a nationally representative sample of 1,876 adults ages 18 to 34, recruited and administered by NORC at the University of Chicago. The overall margin of sampling error is plus 3.92 percentage points. For full results and methodology, click here.